I wanna fuck with you today. I wanna fuck with you tonight. Cause I wanna see what that pussy like.
If y'all don't get
Day 3. We have some serious news right now. The Trump administration.
when you are walking.
What the fuck are you listening to?
And I'm not the only girl who
I want to see that. I'm going to show you.
The fuck?
All the trick.
Ladies, if y'all don't listen to anything else that I say, just listen to this one thing. I always get asked what kind of lashes I use, who do my lashes. Y'all, these are my natural lashes. These are my natural lashes. And I do 3 things. Well, I do 2 things, but I use 3.
You tried to take my daughter away from me? Contempt was filed. What got my daughter back? She tried to paint a picture like something like. What you trying to say? Cause hold on now. You know none of that going on. You tried to call CPS, and CPS called me and laughed at your dumb ass because you had nothing. You tried to tell them I'm crazy because I taught her how to ground. You tried to say I'm crazy because we go outside barefoot and stand in the grass. You tried to say that I was crazy to CPS because at every stop sign, me and her say, thank you, God. You tried to tell the lady at CPS that I was out of my mind because I believe in something greater than your itty bitty ass. You tried to take my to the checker flag, running through the real. Like 12, get me good, it won't pull over till I'm dead right. Ride till the sun rise, can't have no big time. Ain't gon' get no ride with Billy D. Better know the west side of Atlanta want the best style. With a Crenshaw, out of mind. Better know big jumping in the look. Alright, so you guys can. We're talking.
I'm be laughing with you. Or I can switch the kick.
If you guys can find your kick, let me know, please, and I'm gonna make sure that it gets taken down instantly, bro. Does not deserve a platform. She shouldn't deserve to stream on anything. And guys, Twitch enables that.
I'm be laughing with you. Or I can switch the kick.
If you guys can find your kick, let me know, please, and I'm gonna make sure that it gets taken down instantly, bro. Does not.
Yo! What happened? What?
Were you trying to heat up one?
Hell no.
Thanks.
All right, so the first thing we got to do with this is build for just looks is go ahead and build us just like a little empty room. Now, if you got a real big house you can do this in, then that'll work too. But if it's not just a real big house or you're not building a house from scratch, then I would just say just build an empty room. Make the walls as tall as possible. And then I'm gonna just go ahead and grab me some lights. I'm gonna just use these like little recess like looking lights. And we'll place a few all throughout this little room. Even though we're only gonna be using one side really, and it's that right side right there. So I'll place those lights all throughout. And of course we're doing stairs, so we gotta copy this and take it up to the second story. I usually just move it over a little bit just so like nothing's sticking out to the edge where you can see outside. Now I'm looking at it, we might have a little bit too many lights, so I just move like one or two here and there. All right, but now I'm gonna go ahead, grab this room tool. This is optional, but I always do this to like have a little room behind it. So I'm gonna build a 3x1 room there, and then grab the staircase. We'll just use, oh, hold on, wait. Before we grab the staircase, we need to go ahead and paint and add floors first. So I'm just gonna simply use this plain but pretty paint swatch and run this all throughout this little room. Let's grab some wood floors. I'm gonna use probably, these are my favorite working hardwood floors right here, so I'm gonna use these. And then we just gonna go ahead and grab that staircase now. I'm gonna just do a simple staircase, so we'll use this one. And I'm gonna pull it over twice, but when I place it back, I'm gonna need to do that 3 times because of how this thing is going to be set up. So I need to make this a little bit bigger. You could actually do this without making the room bigger. All you have to do is take the staircase and put it outside. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just take the staircase and slide it down to the end and then put it back when I'm finished. So what I'll do is just go ahead and make this bigger. All right, first thing you want to do, go ahead and grab some railings. I'm gonna use my favorite railings in the game, which is these rustic ranch railings, and I think I'll just grab them in white, or maybe we can do the color that matches the floors a little bit. I'm gonna just do it in white though. I feel like white's gonna look the best. Oh, or we could do it like that. Let's do it like that, like tannish color. I'm not sure what little accent wall I want to place on the side of the staircase, so I'm gonna just grab one little random one and just place on there. Not trying to really put too much thought into that. I just want to get this, show you guys the idea. I'm not too concerned to like the colors and the paint swatches and stuff, but I like this paint swatch right here, so we're gonna use that. And then we need to grab the archway. So since we did that black, I'm gonna just grab a little white archway, and I'm gonna use this round archway right here. And then just slide that right there. And as you guys can see, you can't place that there right now, so what I'm gonna do is just go ahead and press all 4 back buttons on the controller if you're playing on PlayStation, and then type in bb.move objects in the search bar. I didn't do it right. bb.move objects, and there we go. bb.move objects is now on, so I can place that archway wherever I want now. Let's just slide it down a little bit like that. Boom, perfect. And I'm gonna slide this out the way, so we're gonna put that like right here. All right. It's a little dark right here because of how that lighting situation is, so we're just gonna go ahead and place that. Let's grab, first of all, we need to build another little room. We're gonna do a 2x1 this time to place the bookshelf. So I'm gonna just build that, put these working hardwood floors right there, and then paint the inside. I like to do this before I remove the wall when I'm doing my TikTok videos, so that's how I'm doing it here for YouTube. Hold on. Try Ronald Smith Jr. 16. Try Ronald Smith Jr. 16. Ronald Smith Jr. 16. I think that's it. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, so we got that place, we got the floors fixed. Now let's go ahead and grab this bookshelf. Now this bookshelf is going to be kind of short, but that's perfect because of the height of the staircase and everything I'm about to do. So let's go on the bookshelves, and I'm going to go grab my favorite bookshelf. I'm not sure. I think is this a base game bookshelf? I can't even remember if this is a base game bookshelf or not, but it's one of my favorite bookshelves to use in the game. So I think I'm gonna just grab it in white with this little black shelf right here. And then we just gonna go ahead and grab that wall tool, build that wall in front of it, paint this right here, and then go ahead and grab an archway. But this time we're gonna grab a squared archway that fits perfectly up with that bookshelf. So we're gonna get this bookshelf right here in black, and as you guys can see, that fits perfect. And I was supposed to do this before I did all this, but we can do it now. I'm gonna just go ahead and raise up this platform twice, so this bookshelf is up a little bit where I'll be able to do this little build hack. Alright, let's go ahead and grab the dressers, and we're gonna use these Zest dressers. I'm gonna just grab it in this brown and white color. So we're gonna take them, press all 4 back buttons on the controller, press circle twice, and then just go left on the D-pad, and that'll shrink that dresser down to whatever size, or anything. Matter of fact, that'll shrink down any item you want down to whatever size. So we just went like medium on this one. So we're gonna do that again, and we're gonna just keep repeating that process all the way down. And now I'm gonna wrap it around, and y'all gonna see I'm gonna add like a little in ground, like the little coffee table with the fireplace thing on top. I'm gonna add that in the ground. And this is gonna be like a nice little supposedly like sitting area, but it's not functional. That's why I said it's just for looks. And a lot of the builds I do in The Sims is just for looks, because this is like stuff that I want in like real life houses, but it's not functional in The Sims because The Sims can't sit on top of the dressers with the little cushion things. But if they could, it would be something perfect for looks and stuff in the game. So let's go ahead and place this like that. And I'm gonna just try to make sure these are lined up perfectly. Boom, that looks perfect. Nothing looks off. And I did not mean to go that far down with it. We need to make sure that's perfect. because of that the end of the staircase. Alright, do that like that. Now let's turn it to the side a little bit, and we're gonna come on down a little bit more, and then we're gonna grab the cushions, well not cushions, the ottomans, and place on the top so it looks like, y'all gonna see how it's gonna look. Place that right there, and then we also are gonna add some pillows to this. Oh wait, this one right here is off just a little bit. Let's go ahead and fix that up. Alright, now we can grab the ottomans. So we're just gonna go under this chair, press, oh no, comfort, don't go under show all, go to comfort, then go to show all, and right down at the bottom is all the ottomans. So this one right here is my favorite one. This is like my second favorite one, and the rest of them I really don't use, so we're gonna just go ahead and go with my favorite one. And just so this is not sticking out the outside walls and stuff, I'm gonna go ahead and shrink it down just so everything looks nice and neat and not off. Because if I would have just left it big, then on the outside you would definitely see this poking through. Matter of fact, I need to go ahead and make sure it's not poking through with this. So let's just place them. You wouldn't be able to tell from this part right here because this bookshelf is right here. So if I looked on the other side, you wouldn't be able to see it. But once I get past this bookshelf, then you'll be able to tell if it's poking through the outside wall. It would have been cool if the Sims could have sit on top of this. And it's poking through a little bit. That's fine though. What I'll have to do is just like pull these up just a little bit. And then I'll take care of that poking through the outside wall. Usually when I do my videos for TikTok, I don't even really care about that because they not going to see the outside wall. I just do it to show the little thing, the little build hack. But in this one right here, I don't want it to poke through the outside wall. Alright, so now we can just slide all of them up just a little bit. And you got to raise them back up after you do that because they're going to drop right down. Oh, and if you don't know how to turn on free placement on console, just press L2 a few times and then it will switch from half a tile, full tile, and then free placement. Alright, we coming up on the last one right here. Hopefully this won't be sticking out the end of the staircase, but let's place that. Boom, now we got that perfect. Now let's go ahead and grab the pillows, which I should have kind of placed the pillows before I put the dressers because I'm gonna have to slide the dressers out the way to place the pillows on top. But that's fine. So what we'll do, just go ahead and place that pillow there, slide that dresser out, take this pillow, raise it up right there, that's the perfect height, and then slide it back here in this corner and adjust it the way I wanted it. I want it to be adjusted. I'm probably just gonna put like 2 pillows over here. I don't want to do too much because I know a lot of people don't know how to like build that good. I be seeing a lot in my comment section, they be asking me to do little tutorials and stuff. So if you guys are here from TikTok, make sure y'all drop down in the comment section and let me know y'all here from TikTok. And this is what I'm going to be doing a lot of the tutorials from the builds I do on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. All my socials are Sims_ideas1 and Sims_remodel. So y'all can look me up on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. Well, y'all are here on YouTube. What am I talking about? But y'all can go to my other YouTube, my Sims_remodel channel. And I might end up doing renovations over here. I don't know. I just feel like that YouTube channel, we did so many things on that YouTube channel, and it's like slowly growing now. It's not really growing no more. So I want to start fresh and start over. I did that with Instagram, Facebook. I had to start a new one, start fresh, and it actually took off. So I'm gonna try the same thing over here on YouTube. We're gonna try different things over there. I was doing like little build hacks and stuff at first, but then I got into the renovations. They picked up, and then that just like slowly died off, I guess. So over here, we're gonna still do the renovations because I love doing my renovations. That's the whole point of why I started playing The Sims in the beginning. The build hacks and stuff just came along after I seen like on TikTok the renovations wasn't working, and people like seeing like different like custom builds and stuff, and I like doing like I like seeing custom things in houses in real life. So I was like, I might as well incorporate that in The Sims, and that worked for me on TikTok. So I brought it over here to YouTube now. I don't think I should add no pillows on the end right here. We're just gonna do pillows there. And on TikTok, this window was poking through the top of the staircase, this window right here, so I'm not going to end up using that one here on YouTube. I'm going to just end up using the smaller one so it's not poking through. It don't look tacky. Because I've seen a lot of people in the comment section saying that. Well, a few people. Alright, I really want to do some type of like accent wall, but I don't think I am. Let's go ahead and do the little in-ground like fire pit thing. So we want to grab the platform tool, build a 2x1 platform, and you want to lower that in the ground 2 times. Well, it's actually going to be going down 3 because you got to level it out and then go down 2. So 3 times, and then go under the coffee tables. Go all the way down to the bottom. I'm not sure which pack this coffee table came in. To be fair, I don't know which pack any of these items come in. I know I'll be seeing that a lot in the comment section. What pack did this item come in? What pack does that item come in? I honestly don't know. I just bought the packs and just build. Alright, but let's take this, slide it right on down in there. Boom, fits perfect. And then to fill that little gap around, we're just gonna go ahead and get some platform trimming. You can use whatever color you want. I usually like white and black. See how nice the black looks. It goes with the little trimming. Wait, that's not black, is it? That looks brown. Okay, that's brown. Why does the black kind of look brown? Alright, let's just use the white. I feel like the white is gonna look the cleanest. Boom. So now you got like a little sitting area underneath the fireplace with your little bookshelf. Got your like little ottomans and then the dressers. Even though it's not functional, it still looks nice, and it would definitely be nice if you could use this in the game. But let's go ahead and try to finish this up. Alright, after doing that, I'm feeling like I'm needing to add a little more decorations and stuff to this because I don't really be decorating that much. So what I'm gonna do is I'm probably just gonna add a small little rug, turn it like that, and place it right here because this is gonna be like the entrance. So I'll just place a nice little rug there. I'm not sure what other little decorations I can do in here. I could probably get like a little stand-up lamp and stick like inside the couch, if y'all get what I mean. Something like this, like boom. Oh, that's gonna be sticking through the staircase if I do it on that side. I just thought about that. Alright, so you'll have like a little reading light. Boom. I'm trying to think what else I could do to this. Wait, if I do something with this back wall, will I be able to see? Like if I add shelves back there? Yeah, I will. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is we're gonna add some shelves back here. All right, so let's go ahead and we're gonna close that off like that. Boom. We're gonna remove this wall. I'm gonna go ahead and place the floors right here like that, and then paint the inside of this. We need to add the light, I mean, right here. Go under the chair, go to surfaces and displays, and the immaculate shelving is right here. I'm gonna just grab it in black, press all 4 back buttons on the back of the controller, and make these shelves bigger, and then just place them. So I'm gonna just probably do 3 because that's all you're gonna be able to see from that archway being in the front. Or I could leave that open. Hold on, how would it look if I leave it open? Hold on, wait, it's not gonna. Oh, it's gonna close off because of that. I thought it was gonna stay open. Oh, hold on, maybe if we do a wall and an archway, it'll stay open up where you'll be able to see the shelves and access them. And to be fair, I'm not even sure if that's functional or not. We can test it out and see if those shelves be functional. Alright, let's place this and see what happens. Fuck you. Fuck you doing?
Yeah.
You still can't. Oh, it pushes the archway basically out of the way. Alright, let's see if we can put it back though. Oh, hold on, wait, it might work. Oh, it does work, okay. I feel like we should go with the small round archway in there though. Like that big archway right there, I just feel like that doesn't make sense. Even though we did big shelves, you'll still be able to access them with this small round white archway. So I'm gonna just take that and place it like right here in the center. So it's not interfering with that, and then it's not interfering with anything else, but you'll still be able to access those shelves. Alright. Damn it. I mean, okay, so that window is still kind of poking through. I can slide it over and down a little bit, but it's probably still gonna be poking through. Oh no, it's perfect now. You still see it a little bit, but we can fix that. Alright, I think that's the best it's gonna get. Alright, let's first look at this in first person mode. And then I'll get to saving this to the gallery and showing you guys it on the gallery and giving y'all my gallery ID and all that. Alright, so this is what this looks like. I don't know. Wait. What happened? Okay, I don't know what happened here, but we about to fix this real quick. So we can push these all the way back a little bit further. I can't even see what's going on. I don't know what happened with this. Alright, there we go. We fixed that little problem. I don't know why that did that, but as you guys can see, you may have to end up fixing that once you place it and stuff. Alright, so all that's fixed. We need to fix this. I'm probably gonna have to add an extra one in between just to fill this gap. So that's what we'll do. We'll just grab an extra one just to make sure everything looks perfect. I don't want nothing to look tacky. Even though most people in the comment section always already say this is tacky by doing this like this and it's not functional and stuff, so. Alright, that's the best we probably gonna get it. Now let's go in live mode and let's see if this fireplace thing is actually functional. I know nothing else is functional, so I'm not even gonna try it, but oh, that is functional. Okay. So as y'all can see, the little fire thing, little coffee table thing works. I know this is not functional. They probably definitely not even gonna be able to come grab no books off of that. Nope, as you guys can see, it just keeps disappearing down there in the corner. The shelves, that's not functional either, is it? Because I blew them up and then I put that thing in front of them. Alright, you guys, so that's the end of this video. Y'all drop down in the comment section and let me know what y'all think about this, and let me know if y'all want to see more builds and stuff like this. I'm gonna be doing some more little like just for look builds because that's all I mainly do in The Sims, so y'all gonna see a lot more of these. I know in The Sims you guys are probably tired of like these little boring regular staircases. Well, here's the way I'm about to show y'all can build better, more creative looking staircases and do like different things with them. This is something that I decided to do with mine, which is add a little bookshelf, some ottomans and dressers down here to kind of make it look like a little bench seat, but it's not functional. Here's some builds you can do in The Sims to make your staircases. Here's something you can do to make your staircase look 10 times better in The Sims 4, hands down. Alright, before we go any further, I just need to let you guys know that this stuff is not functional. The only thing that is probably functional is this fireplace thing down here, which as you guys can see is lit. But other than that, the rest of this is just for looks. So I want to say that before y'all get into the video.